Hello everyone, welcome back to Jabberwocky Eye. Today we're going to be looking probably at more stuff related to just, well, all of the mysteries regarding Takuji and just seeing how they are completely unveiled, really. Let's be honest, there's not been a single episode of Jabberwocky so far where we haven't learnt a ridiculous amount of about Takuji. And also Hasaki as well. I'm really starting to like her character. I think she's a really good character. It's just, yeah, she's very, she's just one of those characters where just by being there, you have to feel sympathy for her. If you don't feel sympathy for her, you're weird. That's just kind of the impression I'm getting for Hasaki at the moment. But yeah, overall, I think we're probably going to see more on just Tomosane, Yuki, and Takuji in general, really. I do wonder in this chapter if we're going to see Suwa Takuji, by the way. I really do. Also, I was just reading some It's My Own Invention today, and I thought of something really interesting, because I was noticing Tsukasa is obviously Hasaki, and she's trying her hardest every single time to make it so that Takuji could potentially be he could be someone with some sort of indication of who he was before, the clever, the talented, the loving Takuji. She's just trying so hard to restore what he was before, but she's failing miserably. But what I find funny is the fact that Kagami, she really reminds me of Tomosane, and I just wonder if maybe everything that's happening with Tomosane, all of his views and ideals are just being projected onto Kagami, if you like. But the funny thing is about that is, I suppose that's another way of just running from reality, really. I mean, you've got somebody who would do anything to help you, and yet at the same time, it's just as if you yourself, because of the fact that you're projecting something so bad like that, you just can't have any means of listening to the help, really, and it's awful. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like even professional help wouldn't do much unless... Oh, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I don't know much about this field, but, I mean, it's a very strong condition. The thing that's scary about professional help, if he gets drugs, what are those drugs going to do to him? I mean, they may improve his condition, but what are the side effects? Like, that's just what really, really scares me about illnesses like this. It really does. How do you possibly do anything about them? All they do is they fuck lives up. Can you do anything to prevent them? And that's the really... If I'm going to be honest, I think that's what's terrifying about all of this. Okay, so let's just read a bit of content. Oh, yeah, Yuki progressively disappearing more. And oddly, Yuki seeing Tomosane sleeping, and Yuki having more awareness of the fact, well, just more ability to see the personalities. But then again, I mean, I really do wonder if this is genuinely her seeing Tomosane sleeping, or if it is potentially just more vulnerability to hallucinations, maybe. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, but this is so weird. He was going to be the saviour and protect the world, but how? I just don't understand that whatsoever. But then again, I mean, there are a lot of indications that may point us towards that direction. I mean, the Webbot project 7 years ago, and all of those predictions, and maybe there's even going to be something that correlates with the White Lotus organisation. I don't know. But to be fair, we've learnt about that in Chapter 2, and we've never seen it again, so hopefully it will come back soon, all of those parts of the plot. Yeah, no, I see that, yeah. Yeah, that's really odd. Someday she will be gone forever, totally. It's scary to think. I ended up going to class. Apparently attending class was my job this time. If you ask me, one of the other two should be going to class and doing other boring stuff like that. What, you really think Yuki's going to want to go to class, and then obviously you really think that Takuji is not only going to be in the right headspace to go into class, but also you've got to ask the question, does he want to go to class? No. If you ask me, one of the other two should be going to class and doing other boring stuff like that. Yeah, that is fair. I mean, all of the knowledge you gain from class, it is going to be kind of pointless because you're just going to disappear. Or at least that's what you think is going to happen. You don't necessarily know, but I can see where he's coming from. But then again, I mean, everybody who goes to school is going to disappear someday, so I suppose then you could think in the context of infinity, all education is pointless. I especially don't want to waste my time going to class since I'm fated to disappear anyway. Oh yeah, that's lucky. God, it's a Saturday as well. I feel so bad for him having to go to school then. But at least there aren't any afternoon classes on Saturday, so it's not all bad. The meal Hasaki made me for lunch was gone too. Yeah, and it is really interesting, the scene in Down the Rabbit Hole 2, and just seeing how that correlates to this. The meal Hasaki made me for lunch was gone too. Oh god, apparently someone ate it that morning, either Mamiya Takuji or Yuki, since both the lunchboxes were empty. Both, interesting. Dude, you're so lucky that she even cooks for you. She really, really is kind. I mean, she spends so much time just trying to look after Takuji. But then again, I mean, after seeing Tsukasa's personality, it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Hasaki's lunchboxes are way too small. Somebody's bored. It's still first period. I looked at the clock. It was still pretty early. I'm going to be hungry before dinner time. But then again, I mean, he has already eaten the food though. Even though he was in a personality that's different to his, he has eaten the food. Yet at the same time, Tomosane feels as if he hasn't eaten anything. That's so weird. God. And someone ate my dinner too. Yeah, she did, yeah. I'm pretty sure Hasaki said she would be home late today. Agreed, yeah. It's strange that Master would only... Maybe it's something relating to Takuji. Or maybe it's something relating... No, it can't be. No, they've not had their date yet. It's strange that Master would only call for Hasaki to work at Hakushu. Usually he calls me or Yuki when he needs someone to wash dishes or clean the shop. I like that, yeah. Well, either way, Hasaki will be late. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. I haven't done it in a while, so I had a lot of energy built up. Oh no. This is the first chance I'd had in a while. Oh. That voice? Oh shit, is it Megu and Satoko? When I left the school building, I heard them talking. In the rear or Tsubasa's crowd, in the rear courtyard. Some sort of crime? Or some sort of bad deed? I could only hear a few words like, finish it, and let's go. But I could tell right away what they were doing. Drugs? Who knows? Is he just gonna beat them up because he feels like it? I know I shouldn't really be supporting stuff like that, but I genuinely want to see that. I just want to ignore them and go home, but... I hopped over the fence. Oh, God. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yep, that fully fits. Yeah, I swear these guys are the only delinquents in the school, though. Takuji has had such bad luck to be picked on by these people. But then again, I mean, he's the most vulnerable. And the thing is, I mean, this is senior high school, so there's only 3 years in this high school anyway, so there's not that many people to pick on, I suppose. Yo. Let me guess, they're all doing drugs. No. Dude, you could hide it a little bit better.
Mamiya-kun.
Mamiya-kun. My perceptions aren't altered like Takuji's and Yuki's are. Ah, yeah. It's really interesting, that. But then again, I mean, he did call him Mamiya-kun rather than Takuji. Well, yeah. And it's interesting to think about the fact that, yeah, the surnames are completely unaltered. I heard their words exactly as they said them. Takuji, not Yuki or Tomosane. Which just means that my perceptions don't need to keep secrets from me. Yeah, reasonable. I just find it so weird to think about the fact that the person who has been born off... Well, then again, I mean, I do wonder who was born off more trauma, Takuji or Yuki. Sorry, not Takuji, Tomosane or Yuki. I really do wonder. I just find it so weird that Tomosane is born from ridiculous amounts of trauma, Takuji wanting to convert all of the... Well, then again, I mean, if you're in a situation like that, I suppose you have a big wish for you just to be good enough in order to stop it. And I remember Takuji just doing all of their actions like a robot, just like somebody who has no emotion whatsoever, just finishing the task. Yeah, he wants to be someone who can rise up against all of that, and I suppose... I mean, he wants to do that, but I don't necessarily understand why he has completely got his wish. It's so weird how there is nothing he's vulnerable to. Even though he was born from lots of trauma. Which just means that my perceptions don't need to keep secrets from me. Well, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that crap. Well, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't even know you'd have to deal... You wouldn't even know if you're dealing with it, even if you did. Well, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that crap. What's up? Oh my god, it's so funny hearing these guys completely cowardly talking. He's shitting bricks. I can only mean one thing. Bingo. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. They were hiding and whispering about something. These guys are a pain.
Yeah. Yeah,
getting reported to the school. Nah, nothing in particular. Do I need to have something in particular to talk about? If you'd like, I can make a problem for you right now. These people are so scared of him, it's hilarious. Well, yeah, I don't see why it would be Takuji. I think it's Yuki. Maybe the master wants to talk to Hasaki about something relating to Takuji. Oh god. I love that what Yuki was saying was right on the mark. This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Just now you guys were talking about going somewhere, weren't you? Oh yeah, you fucking liar. Oh, not at all. Oh my god. Well, somebody's been punched to the ground. Oh god, and somebody's probably being grabbed by the neck. Oh, yep. Yep, I can imagine just both hands and, I don't know, being really, really painfully grabbed by the neck. And I heard you guys were going to finish something. Yeah. When I punched Nishimura, the others too winced in fear. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it really, really is. I mean, that's the funny thing about lowlifes like this. I mean, they will always try to be more powerful than people, but when people are more powerful than them, they're terrified. They bullied Mamiya Takuji so much, but they rolled over like dogs once I beat them up a few times. Yeah. Yeah, seriously, I agree. They're weak. That's the only way to describe them. They're weak and the most horrible people on this earth. So, what were you talking about? I wonder if they're lying. It kind of seems like a lie. So sorry, we were looking for you, Mamiya-kun. Looking for me, huh? They really are trying this. Wow. They're trying to drug him so that then... Oh, I think it's just so that no problems will happen and he will be oblivious. Well, we got some good stuff. We thought maybe you'd want to get in on it too. Yeah, you really think people like this, people who are as terrified of Takuji as them, people who are as terrified of Takuji as they are, you really think they then want to invite him to something that, I don't know, something that would be fun? I mean, let's be honest, these drugs, they probably cost, well, I don't know how much they cost, but they probably cost a fuck ton of money. Why would they share it with somebody they despise as much as Takuji? Good stuff. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, good ice. I see some good ice, huh? Jesus Christ. It was really expensive. The crystals are pure white. Do you have anything better to spend your money on? Genuine question. I mean, I know the answer's no, but still. But to be fair, I could then ask the question, do you have anything worse to spend your money on? And unfortunately, the answer would be yes. So, yeah, it was really expensive. The crystals are pure white. I love that he's just totally repeating everything. He's absorbing all of the information. Pure white crystals. Ice is a euphemism for meth. Yeah. What? They also call it S. Tina or glass. Who the fuck calls a drug? Who calls a drug S? That's such a weird nickname. They also call it S, Tina or glass. There's a lot of nicknames. Yeah, fair enough. I didn't care to know, but I learnt a lot of dumb shit like that hanging out with these guys. Yeah, and I can see why somebody like Tomosane would prefer being isolated with Yuki than these horrible people. Yeah, I didn't care to know, but I learnt a lot of dumb shit like that hanging out with these guys. Oh, hanging out with these people, it must be the most intellectually depriving thing you could ever do with yourself. Oh, they call it a white powder, but most of it doesn't really look like white powder. At least I've never seen any like that. Oh god. Apparently it's colourless and transparent. Oh fucking hell. If the purity is high, but the kind of stuff that gets sold in the city isn't white because of the impurity. So what the fuck is in the drugs for it to be impure? That's my question. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck would see something as dodgy as that? Well, okay, the answer is people who are uninformed, but like, it's just so weird. Could you imagine wanting to smoke something like this? Even if it looked that impure. The colour changes depend... Well, could you imagine wanting to smoke it in general, but especially if it looks impure? The colour changes depending on the impurities. It can even be yellow or pink. God. Oh, yeah, totally, yeah. Most drugs go through quite a few different hands before they reach the individual sellers, just like any product, really. The adulteration happens as it passes through all of these different times. Wait, what does adulteration mean in this context? Alright, I see. So, making something poorer in quality by the addition of another substance. Yeah, nothing like adultery then. I thought maybe it had the same root, so it could potentially be similar, but no. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, God. And to dilute the water even more. The insiders cut the drugs before they sell them. What the fuck? Apparently they add anything that they have at hand that looks like white powder, even though they have no scientific knowledge about... Yeah, no wonder people get killed because of drugs. That's ridiculous. I do wonder if this is genuinely true. You could so easily accidentally kill somebody like this. Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. And people ingest these things into their systems. Ingest, sorry, I meant inhale. But still. Jesus, sugar, salt, and sometimes even chalk is mixed in. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Apparently it burns like crazy if you add sugar. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, my God, if you're smoking something, it is so easy just to have really bad luck. You've bought it from a bad seller or something like that, and boom, you're killed. Or you potentially have a really life-threatening injury. And when I say killed, I do genuinely mean killed. I mean, there are a lot of cases where people have just been poisoned by substances that they couldn't possibly see within a drug. And that's why things like these are horrible ideas to get into. Because you are putting yourself in danger every single time you do something. I've heard stories of people whose meth exploded when they lit up, getting in their eyes and everything. Yeah, that much. That happens when their meth is cut with salt. Yeah, exactly, yeah, and sometimes even poison is mixed in. Oh God, yeah, if it's cut with a lethal poison, they call it a terror hit. Alright, and if the adulterant just gives you some side effects, they call it a bad trip. God, to think about the fact that things like these are such big societal problems, and they're so big in every single country, it's just really, really deadly. I mean, these things, they totally ruin lives. Especially because these chemicals, they're damn powerful. Yeah, it's not zero chance though, people can still do it, and that's the scary thing. But it's apparently not very common for meth to be cut with actual poison. Can I just mention that I really love that this writer, Skaggy, knows this much about meth? I'm just a bit concerned if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, but then again, I mean, it's academical knowledge, I suppose. I hope. Meth is, or at least research-based knowledge. Meth is one of the tools of the trade for a lot of people in the business. Oh, right, I see. So anyone who sells meth cut with anything poisonous might be disciplined. To control the quality of the market. Yeah, I suppose, because if you sell things cut with quite literal poison to the customers, I don't think they're going to come back. And that's not very good for your business. I.e., they're going to be fucking killed. Because of that discipline, the quality is fairly high. Yeah, that's interesting. Yes, it is a bad thing. Well, it's a good thing if you're an addict, but obviously it's only good because of the fact that the addiction is warping your perception. It's always a bad thing. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. The only reason I learned all of this stuff is because I hang out with these guys. How do they know so much? Oh really? Good ice, huh? Yeah. Give it all to me. What's he going to do with it? He's not actually going to smoke it. I don't believe that.
薬全部出せって言ってるんです。聞こえなかった？
You were planning on doing it without me, weren't you? I told you to give me all of it. Didn't you hear me? But yeah, it's very expensive, but yeah, this is why you don't become a lowlife and you don't buy drugs, because of the fact that people may steal them. And you don't do them in public, you fucking idiots.
Nani? Shiroyama.
What? Shiroyama? I just find it so funny that these people are totally terrified of him.
Yeah. Busy.
Oh, nothing. Yeah, no, I think that's really funny. And it's so funny that he is so emotionally aware of what is going on around him, and he can read people's emotions like books. He can read them really well. The flame of resistance flared up in Shiroyama's eyes for a moment. Yeah, he just thinks I'll fucking kill this guy. And then he looks at who he's dealing with and he remembers how unrealistic that is. But once he met my eyes, that flame disappeared. Yeah, he had the most backbone out of all of these losers, but now look at him.
This guy's
so deserve this. What is it, Shiroyama? If you have something to say, just look me in the eyes and say it. Didn't say anything. yeah, well, after I hurt him that bad, I don't blame him. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, but isn't it funny to think about the fact that what Takuji is... well, yeah, Takuji technically, but Tomosane is doing is he is really just trying to exert all of his anger on the people who just make people's lives absolutely horrible. Yeah, and it is interesting that I just genuinely wonder why. I mean, obviously he wants to destroy Mamiya Takuji's personality. Well, I suppose obviously making these people as fearful of him as possible is a good way of erasing the trauma, but the only thing is, it's seriously horrible how he just feels he has to do this. Because, I mean, obviously he wants to... He feels like he's just going to nearly kill this person and he's going to do a lot of damage. But what is it for? What does it achieve? Apart from... Oh, wow, he has... I mean, okay, if Yuki was a drug addict, sure, I'd be able to see it, but he's not. The first time I met him, I beat him bloody, and I've nearly killed him on a few other occasions too. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, he wasn't able to get revenge, and now, like a sheep, he is being fled away. Because he tried to get revenge on me several times. Though he failed every time. Yeah, of course. God, he tried to jump me in a back alley once too. Yeah, fair. Even an amateur doesn't give many opportunities to get ambushed though. People were instinctively wary of walking through dark and deserted places. Yeah, totally. Unless they were drunk, anyone would notice footsteps behind them in the dark. Yeah, fair enough. And I'm more careful about listening for footsteps behind me than most people. Yeah, that's fair. He is the person with the most refined senses. It makes sense. Yeah, totally. Yeah, if the footsteps slow down when I do, I can tell. That alone is enough to stop them from ambushing me. Yeah, because of the fact that they may try to ambush you, but you know, and then you will be able to give them the worst physical attack of their life. Maybe it would be different if they could fly or something. Stun gun or something. Wouldn't matter though. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's insane. I've seen Shiroyama break someone's leg without hesitation before. Oh, that's hilarious. And there was one time where he got a bunch of people together and surrounded me late at night. But there were less than 10 people. Still, more than one. They had knives and stun guns. It's a pretty good plan on his part. Even a dumbass could think of something like that, though. Yeah, I do see that, especially if they have stun gun and knives. Of course, I ran away at full speed. It would be stupid to fight them head on. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. I don't think it's just his legs. I think it's severe amounts of strategy as well. Because, for example, I mean, I remember when amount of strategy, amount of perception, amount of judgment. But also, just in general, I remember when Tsubasa tried to just completely kill him with a sword, but well, not kill him, but wound him with a sword, and he used all of his body, but then that gave Tomosane a window in which he could quite literally stick his hand down his throat and really hurt him. My god, that's hilarious. God, that really just shows how hellbent these people are on revenge. Tsubasa hates this person, seriously so. Yeah, but he deserves it. They slowly split up. They were too focused on chasing me, so they didn't even notice that they weren't moving together. Oh yeah, I turned and butchered the closest man. God, I hit him with my entire body weight, knocking him out in a single blow. Oh, fucking hell. That's insane to think about the fact that he doesn't even care about whether he commits murder or not. Jesus, I picked up his knife and threw it at the second guy. He probably didn't expect... Yeah, of course not, no. He probably didn't expect me to throw it. Yeah, of course he wouldn't. He'd be killed. He fell on his ass, right. If I'm going to be honest, I think it's a wonder that Takeji's not in prison. Jesus. He fell on his ass. But then again, I mean, you could easily justify any of this as self-defense. He fell on his ass right there. I put my boot in his face since he'd offered so nicely. Jesus Christ. I mean, I get that he's doing this for self-defense, but at the same time, I mean, is there really any point? I mean, I just don't get why you need to be so cruel. I mean, I get that these people are threatening your life, but just disarm them. Why are you making fun of the fact and mocking the fact that they're dead? Is there really any point in doing that? I felt the unique sensation of teeth breaking under my heel. Oh my god, I got a metal pipe from him. Yeah, totally. Yeah, in reality, a metal pipe is far better weapon than a knife or a stun gun. Yeah, metal pipes, they would break bones and they would make people unconscious. They really would. Yeah, fair. The length is more important than the lethality of the weapon. Yeah, that's interesting. I suppose in this case, but obviously if a weapon is too long, it will be bad. I used my new weapon to take out my pursuers one by one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, reasonable. In the end, it was 4 versus 1. I wouldn't lose to 4 amateurs, even without a weapon. Yeah, fair. I mean, he's already killed somebody, of course it's brutal. Or at least he's had the potential to kill someone. The end result was a one-sided beatdown that was even more brutal than usual. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I know somebody who's done something like that. Fucking hell. I stabbed a knife through Shiroyama's right hand to teach him a lesson. Jesus, I stabbed Numada right in the arse as he tried to run. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, that was the last time Shiroyama tried to resist. Yeah, after that he devolved into a man who only fears me. Yeah, and I just find it so interesting to think about the fact that these people will do anything in order just to get back and... Well, their pride has been hurt by the fact that somebody has beaten them. They're not the top bully in the school, but at the same time, obviously, that means that nothing's going to happen. Yeah, but what's interesting is that these bullies are... Well, part of that is because I hurt him so badly, but that was his own fault. In these cases, sure. Well, in all of the cases, sure. If he had never been a horrible person and if he had never bullied Takuji and quite literally traumatized him, none of this would have happened. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, he fully deserves it. Yeah, he did something disgusting to my body, even if it was Mamiya Takuji's personality at the time. Couldn't hurt him enough to pay back for that. I mean, yeah, sure, I get that obviously Takuji had been completely defiled by Numada and Nishimura, but at the same time, Tsubasa, he was the person that forced him to do you-know-what in Zakudo's clothes. But, yeah, he hadn't actually done any of that. But then again, I mean, he had still used a lot of violence to somebody who was so vulnerable. I mean, he was still absolutely sick. I'm not saying he wasn't, but at the same time, I think, I don't think he was as bad as Nishimura and Numada. He did something, yeah. This is so ugly, it really is. But then again, I mean, it kind of makes sense in the world of delinquency. Only violence is repaid with violence. Is this everything? Yes. He gave me one packet of the stuff. It didn't look like enough for them all. God. I made them empty their pockets and search their stuff. But I couldn't find anything. So are you done?
Oh.
Yeah. Numada turned to run.
Oi! Numada!
Hey, Numada. Huh?
お前、靴脱いでみろよ。
Oh, interesting. Take off your shoes. Is he... Well, he can't deny it. I mean, he's terrified of Takuji. Why would he do so? Do it already. I made him take off his shoes right there. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that ever since Tomosane has been born, just because of the fact... I find it funny that even though he hates Takuji so much and he hates the fact that Takuji runs away from reality, he can't stand that. And also just the fact that... I think what it also is, he has such a supporting sister and yet he doesn't appreciate it whatsoever. And he views him as disgusting as a result of all of the things that he is. But then again, what I find really surprising is the fact that he wants to repay these people with infinite revenge for... Yeah, I suppose it is his body. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I get that now. So it's because of the fact that it was his body. He doesn't have any feelings of attachment to Takuji. He still has the disgust that has always been there. Oh, I'm impressed. What about on the back of his foot? Oh, sorry, foot? Oh yes, I'm going to hide drugs inside my skin. No, I mean, before his heel. I don't know, just inside his sock, before his heel. Just behind his heel. I checked out his shoes, but there was nothing in them. There's nothing there, right? Oh boy. Tomosane would make a very good police officer. God, I rolled up the cuffs on his pants. Aww. Yeah, there we go. There was an unusual bulge in one of his socks.
なんですかこれ
What is this? Oh god, he's fucked. I punched him. Yeah, these people... He seriously knows how to punch somebody. I mean, fucking hell. He punched them so hard that his hand was bleeding. Really, really badly. At least when he realised that these people, they had totally defiled his body. And what I find funny is that the fact that they had put these people in months of hospitalisation, even though it was the case that he hadn't fully realised what they had done to him. I mean, my god, if they fully realised what Numada and Nishimura did to him, oh Jesus Christ. I don't even know what would have happened. I punched him, but not hard enough to hurt my hand. God, I got 3 more packets from Numada's socks. Fucking hell. 3 packets of white powder. Naturally, they were more packets of drugs.
結構な量持ってるね
You have quite a lot of this stuff, huh?
結構奮発したんだよね
We really splurged this time. Right. Numada laughed weakly. Yeah, of course he did. The blood poured out of his nose. Splurged, huh? For this powder?
んじゃこれ没収しますんで
Well then, I'll be confiscating this.
あの
What? Oh my god, isn't it so funny hearing these people so terrified? Numada tried to say something, but I was already leaving. Oh my fucking god. At the current prices, each of these 0.3 gram pack... What the fuck? At the current prices, each of these 0.3 gram packets would sell to the end consumer for over 10,000 yen each. But together, that was easily over 30,000 yen. 0.3 grams for 10,000 yen? Dude, that's nearly 100 quid. Oh my fucking... nearly 100 quid. Dude, it's barely over half. Okay, it's 52.38, but still, that's insane. 52 quid just for 0.3 grams of something. Jesus Christ. I couldn't complain about that. Oh, right. So is he stealing? I flushed the toilet in the smelly bathroom stall. The packets all went down the toilet along with the water. It was hard to flush the unopened packets since they had air in them. I finally got them to flush along with some toilet. Isn't it interesting that he's disposing of the evidence rather than actually doing anything with it?
公衆便所はいつも臭くて不愉快だ
Yeah, that's a good point. These public restrooms always smell like shit. Yep. Especially public toilets as well. Jesus Christ. Isn't that interesting? I disposed of the drugs I took from Numada and Shiroyama in a nearby restroom. It was only natural. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get stopped by the police while I had that stuff in my pockets. Yeah. That's really interesting. I always get rid of any drugs I confiscate right away. Yeah. Agreed, yeah. I'm only taking it from them to cause them pain, not to use it myself. Yeah, good for him. I never planned to use any of the drugs myself. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, good point. Can tell there's already something wrong with Mamiya Takuji's brain. I don't even want to imagine what would happen if I started doing drugs too. Yeah. That would be very scary, yeah. I used to take them home and throw them away in the garbage at my house. God, don't do it in your house. Do it in anyone else's house apart from yours. I used to take them home and throw them away in the garbage. Oh yeah, by the way, can I just mention, I gotta love Subarashiki Hibi literally encouraging how to dispose of drugs, but okay. I used to take them home and throw them away in the garbage at my house, but lately I've been getting rid of them as soon as I can. I find it very interesting that he has these drugs and he has so much responsibility that even though he has things that some people, they would do anything to get, and obviously they would smoke them the second they had them, but he has that discipline to think, no, I'm not going to smoke these, and I'm actually going to, well, I suppose, just do good for the world, make it so that, well, I suppose, so that fewer drug companies are supported. Yeah, and I just find it interesting that he has that discipline just to think that... No, I find it funny to think about the fact that all of the things that he does that may have an effect on his body, he always considers. And he always considers against what he should do if it affects his body, like here. Yeah. Yeah, I totally see that. Yeah, and just causing them pain for not only the ridiculous amount of trauma that they have given him, but also just because of the fact that he wants to give revenge for the defiling of his body, really. Anyway, I'm bullying them as much as I can. Yeah, totally. I'm taking revenge on them before I disappear. Did I imagine that? What? Oh well. I should get going. Wait, imagine what? Something he potentially imagined. I knew it. He's not an amateur. Oh, footsteps, right. I felt a bit uneasy, and I was sure of it by the time I went into the station in Suginomiya. Yeah, totally reasonable. I let my guard down because there are so many people in Suginomiya. Yeah, it's interesting. Even though, and I suppose another thing that would lead him to being more off guard is because he already thought that Shiroyama had just been degraded into somebody who is only there for feeling fear for Tomosane, but at the same time he still does it. But that's what these people have. They have a lack of control for their anger, so if these people were ever annoyed, of course they're going to fight back. This is probably because I've been targeted by Shiroyama and his thugs so many times. Yeah. I can always tell when someone's watching me. It's just a matter of practice, which is funnily enough completely opposite to Takuji. Dashed into a side road like I was running away. Oh god, this location, fucking hell. Then I turned and stopped just around the corner. And waited.
Oh.
The fuck is this? This guy looks a bit odd. This guy looks very dodgy. I have no idea who this is, but yeah. What is he carrying? Is he a dealer, maybe? A man quickly followed me around the corner. It was a street just off the main road. Oh, he's sweating, it seems. It was a street just off the main road and no one else was around. Because of that, it ended up just being the two of us staring at each other in an alley. My pursuer froze for a moment and then looked away. Isn't it funny that this guy is so much bigger than him and yet he still freezes and looks away?
Oh.
which means he's not a cop. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, that too. Yeah, they would just instantly announce their presence. And I mean, even if they were a cop who was undercover, they would announce the fact that they are the police and they would chase him. Though I suppose a cop wouldn't trail me like this. Oh yeah, a cop would have stopped me when I went in the restroom, or right after I came out. What? Is this guy sane? Oh my god, I find that so funny that Takuji seems so threatening that this guy is quite literally stalking him, and then he just thinks that he just instantly reconsiders what he's doing. Oh my god, that's hilarious. My pursuer tried to walk away with a calm gait that was obviously fine, but...
Oi. 逃げられると思ったのか?
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, do you think I'm gonna let you walk away?
え、何のことかな?
Hey, sorry, huh? What do you mean?
Knife?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Eek, a knife!
ごめんと...
Bingo. Fuck, what's he doing? Interesting. I cut open the bottom of his bag and a camera fell to the ground.
なんだこのごっついカメラはこんな街中でバードウォッチングもないだろ
What's this big camera for? Not like you can go bird watching here in the city.
ああ、いや、僕はアイドルファンでして、そのアイドルのライブの帰りでして。
I mean, he said idol fan, but what is a paparazzo? What a weird word. Oh god, a freelance photographer who pursues celebrities in order to get photographs of them. Yeah, that's a bit odd. I know, I'm a paparazzo. What a weird word. I just got back from my favourite Idols concert.
じゃあそのうさんくさいサングラスでやるの
I like that. So what do you do with those ugly sunglasses? Go peeping through the window? Oh, yeah. Peeping through the window in places that he is not meant to see. So what do you do with the ugly sunglasses? Go peeping through the window? That's interesting. I wonder why. It was hard to see through his long hair, but his sunglasses had unusually thick frames. Oh, that's interesting. Sunglasses with a built-in camera. The kind detectives and the like use.
なんだお前探偵誰に雇われたんだ
What are you, a detective? Who hired you? But what is he investigating? Well, this guy's not very good at his job. Huh? Fuck.
逃げられるとでも思ったのか
Dude, if this guy is a genuine detective, which, I mean, there is evidence for it, but at the same time, it's hard to tell whether that is genuinely the case or not. You think I'm going to let you run? But the thing is, if this is a detective, I mean, he is quite literally assaulting a police officer, and he's obviously going to get in trouble later. You think I'm going to let you run? God, I locked his arms behind his back and pushed him to the ground. Fucking hell. He's seriously violent. He really is. I could break both of his arms if I put my body weight on him. Oh, yeah, and bent his arms just a few more inches. Oh, wow.
なんだお
Yeah, he should just answer. He really should. Who are you? Why are you following me?
ごめん、カメラマンなんだよ。
Dude, you could get your arms broken. Why are you fucking lying?
痛い。
That's so stupid. Sorry, I'm a photographer. I do landscape. Okay, you were a paparazzo beforehand. What do you mean? Sorry, I'm a photographer. I do landscape picture. Ow!
風景なんて撮ってないだろ
Yeah, seriously.
俺の姿を追ってただろ
You weren't looking at the scenery. You were following me. Yeah. Oh my god. I looked through the rest of his belongings. I found a notebook. I thought he was a detective or something at first, but I knew he wasn't when I saw that notebook.
分野ってやつか新聞
Oh,
雑誌だな社員
interesting.
証に書いてある名前は木村信勝さんね
Are you a reporter for a newspaper? No, this employment card said it's a magazine. Your name is Kimura Nobukatsu, isn't it? Oh god, let me guess. You know, you get some really, really damaged and, I don't know, delinquent-based kid, and then you just try to get the media on him so that you can get money for a story. Yeah, just completely fuck up somebody's life as well. Yeah, good one. Good one. Fucking hell. Are you a reporter for a newspaper? No, this employment card said... Oh yeah, by the way, isn't it interesting Takuji's big hatred for the media? In every single Kyuseishu-sama speech, he was trying to just convey how much he hated the media. And for reasons like this, I can see why. Yeah. He's not giving up any information easily.
何探ってたんだ木村さん
So what were you looking for, Kimura-san?
ああいや最近の若者の風俗を
God. Ah yes, I'm gonna write about youth culture by quite literally following and stalking somebody. Good one. Oh, I was writing about today's youth culture.
麻薬汚染取材ってところか
You mean you were investigating drug addiction, right?
えっと
図星か
Bullseye. That's interesting. So how did he know to go to Tomosane? Not very
あ
good.
の
カメラは没収な
Oh my god, I'll be confiscating this camera.
そんなせめてデータ消去ってことにしません
Oh, I see. Okay, if he's taken pictures of him, sure, that's fine. No, wait, how about you just delete the pictures?
データなんて復元できるだろう
Oh, I don't know. How about you just delete the pictures? I don't know. I'm sure, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sure you can restore
あ
them.
わかりましたせめてメモリーカードで
No, he's taking the entire camera. Alright then, just take the memory card.
まあいいや
I'm genuinely impressed. Well, okay. I let go of his arms.
君の周辺を漁ってて強そうなのは知ってたけどすんげえな武道経験者なんだろうね
I knew you were strong from when I scooped you out, but that's amazing. You must have experience with martial arts.
おおなんだデータ失って
He totally sees through everything. I love that. Yeah, because obviously this could potentially lead into an interview. Yeah, you will never fool Takuji, no way. Oh, you want to interview me now that you've lost your pictures?
そう言うなよ君は取材してて
He's trying it
すごく個人的に
again.
気になっててね
I just find it interesting to think about the fact that he thought that Tomosane was a particularly good person to stake out. I mean, I do wonder if he has connections to Tsubasa's crowd, or if it's just instinct that, I don't know, it's just placed at a weird time, so obviously we think that maybe we're being deceived. I don't know. I think it's unlikely though, I don't know why, I just have that instinct.
それで機嫌取ってるつもりなの
Yeah,
か
totally. Yeah, good
逆
point.
に不機嫌になると思わないのか
Are you trying to butter me up? Don't you think something like that is just going to tick me off?
ちょっと待ってよごめん
Wait a second, sorry.
いやさ本当だって 君の行動はいちいち不思議だ。
Oh, serious, your actions are really mysterious.
死にたい。
Do you have a death wish?
まあ待って、じゃあこれだけ言わせてよ。
Wait, at least let me say this.
なんだ。
Say what?
なんでカツアゲした麻薬捨ててるの？
But why the fuck are you looking at him doing that? You have literally stalked this kid from where he goes to school. I mean, I get that he's not a very good student, but you get what I mean. Why did you throw away the drugs you took from them? Because of the fact that maybe... Yeah, now this guy is a proper threat.
なんでそんなことを。
How do you know that exactly? You little bastard, how do you know that?
ああ、いや、怒らないでよ。でも君に不利なことではないでしょ？
Hey, no, wait, don't get mad. It doesn't hurt you though, does it?
ああ？
Huh?
君って一度も使ったことないよね。
Exactly, yeah, you haven't done any of the drugs.
破られて空になったパケなんて一つもなかった。全部麻薬は袋に入ったまま、そのまま厳重にくるんで捨ててた。
I can see why a reporter would want to look at this, because it just seems like a real contradiction, and it seems like something unusual, someone who has very experienced training in fighting, who seems like a delinquent, is quite the opposite. If anything, he is the person who is stopping stopping the delinquents in the school, at least, doing what they do best, i.e. fucking their health up. There wasn't a single empty packet. All of them still had drugs in them, and you just threw them away.
いつから俺をつけてる？
Really good question. Yeah, exactly how long have you been following me?
ああ、いや、たまたま。
Okay then, sure. I just happened to see it.
たまたま人のうちのゴミを漁ったりしたのか？
Yeah. You just happened to see it while you were going through my garbage.
あとトイレって流したつもりでも最後まで流れきってなかったりするんだよ。特に空気が入ってるパケって沈まないから実は流れづらいんだよ。
Is this a trap or is this genuinely true? I mean, it does kind of make sense though, right? And you try flushing them down the toilet, but they don't all flush. Those air-filled packets don't flush very well since they float.
トイレま
You search my toilet.
ああ、麻薬を手に入れてすぐトイレに入る。
Every time. This is really
最初は使用するためだ
creepy.
とばかり思っていたが、一度だけ流れ切らずにいたのを発見してね。
Yeah. Yeah, you go to the toilet every time you get any drugs. At first, I thought you were going... Yeah, at first I thought you were doing the drugs in there, but then I discovered a packet that didn't flush.
それ以来、トイレ詰まり用のポンプで必ず何を流したか調べた。
That's interesting. It's still a bit creepy, but yeah, I can see that. Since then, I've been using a plunger to investigate what you found, what you flushed.
結構な回数で回収できたよ。
Ooh, that's interesting. I recovered quite a lot of them.
そうかい。
Really now?
ああ、だから気になった。なぜ入手困難で高価な麻薬なのにそんなことをするのか。
God, he really is a proper investigator. But then again, I mean, if Tomosane gives him anything, it's going to be turned into an article. Because it's something unusual, it's something that will captivate readers' attention. Don't give in. Don't give in. Yeah, that's why I was curious. I wanted to know why you would do that after going through all that trouble to get those expensive
なる
drugs.
ほどね。わかった。
Alright, I understand.
分かってくれたかい？
You understand?
ああ。どうやら貴
I
様
don't
は
like
知
it.
りすぎてしまったみたいだな。
Yeah, it looks like you know too much.
あれ？ちょ、待ってよ。もしかしてダメだったかな？
Yes. What? Wait, did I say too much? Yes!
ああ、ダメだ。ダメすぎだな。
You're way too much.
顔怖いけど僕を殺す気とかじゃないよね。
Your face is really scary. You're not thinking of killing me, are you?
いや、殺すよ。
Jesus Christ. Is he actually going to do this? Yeah, that's the plan. He probably just wants to see him scream.
ああ、僕の一眼レフ。
Oh, my SLR?
それと
It's an SLR.
そのダサい
Oh, it's... Oh, right, a single lens reflex camera. Also, this thing looks ridiculous. Oh shit, what is it?
僕のビデオカメラ付きのサングラス
Oh god, he's getting totally mugged. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I think what he was investigating, it was... Okay, it was fine that he was investigating it, but then, firstly, he's not asking these people for permission to be investigated. I mean, obviously, who would want to be investigated, but I suppose you do always have the argument he's doing it against their consent, but also, it's just in general being fucking creepy. I mean, why would you follow somebody? You'd investigate so much about them, and you'd find something really interesting, and then you'd spy on them for the entirety of their goings-on, just so that you can get a potential article. I mean, okay, I admire the dedication, I won't deny that, but at the same time, it's just a bit ridiculous. Not my camera sunglasses.
二度と付きまとうな
Yeah, don't. Seriously, don't come near me ever again. He is a creep, though, you can't deny.
君は容赦ないな
Because if he didn't show mercy, he'd be dead. I.e. from Tsubasa's crowd. You show no mercy.
それと次に会ったら殺すから
He knows how to threaten people. Let's be honest, something like this is probably a completely empty threat, but obviously because of how scary and intimidating he seems, it's all going to work out. It's going to deliver the correct message. If I ever see you again, you're dead.
そうか分かったよ
Good. He sounds a bit too casual. Okay, understood. Oh. Kimura's wristwatch flashed bright like a flashlight. Yeah, he's done it now. Oh. The light was seared into my retinas.
まだカメラ持ってたのか
She still had another camera, huh? Yeah, no, it's totally reasonable. To be fair, he could seem like a reporter, but... I mean, his story is completely credible, but he could easily be a detective as well, especially with the amount of camera gear he has. It's just a bit weird for somebody who's a reporter to have that much. Yeah, he looked like a fool, but I'm sure there's a reason why he was investigating me.
木村信勝か
Yeah, no,
今後
totally.
気をつけた方がいいなあれは危険だ
Kimura Nobikatsu, huh? Should be careful from now on. He's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, totally. If I see Yuki, I should warn her too.
あと間宮いやそれは放っておこう
And Mamiya. Nah, forget about him. Mamiya is in the most danger. Oh, totally, because if he is investigated and his weak and defenseless personality is investigated. Oh god, well, let's just say when they find him, they'll probably put him in an asylum and they'll just give him intensive care or something. I don't know. Mamiya's in the most danger, but I can't just go and warn him about every little thing.
どちらにしても
Or about
あいつ
anything.
らからカツアゲするのは今後金だけにした方がいいかもな
Yeah, that's a good point. Either way, from now on, I should only confiscate money from these guys, not drug. Exactly, because these drugs have made him very, very legally vulnerable. Yeah, totally. Yeah, taking their drugs away causes more psychological damage and it's so much harder for them to get. But I don't have much of a choice anymore.
俺個人は捕まろうが死のうが関係ないが
Yeah, reasonable.
ユキまで一連卓勝だからな
Personally, I don't give a shit if I get caught, but I don't want to drag Yuki down with me. He really, really is surprisingly selfless. If Yuki got caught, Hasaki would be upset. Because let's be honest, all of this he is doing to get revenge for just the amount Takuji's body has been defiled and ruined, and also just in general everything that has gone on from what the bullies have done to him. He's getting revenge. Getting revenge for all of that is an entirely self-motivated thing. If Yuki got caught, Hasaki would be upset. Yeah, but then again, I mean, look at this. It just shows how much he cares. And he is caring about Hasaki the more he understands her as well, I'm noticing. If Yuki got caught, Hasaki would be upset. Yeah. That he would have never cared about something like that before, but he's respecting Hasaki more and more. And he's growing up. He really is. And that's the last thing I want to happen. A new scene? Oh, shit. So he's just suddenly blanked out and now he's here. God, what a weird scene. It just feels so wrong to be seeing something like this outside of chapter 1. But no, this is Takuji's house. A can of tea. Jesus Christ, I didn't know. I don't get why Japanese have cans of tea. That just feels wrong. Drank a can of tea I had in the fridge to calm myself down. Oh. The cold tea pricked at the back of my throat and made my head hurt. But to me, even that pain felt good.
少しは興奮したこの気持ちも抑えられたか
That helped cool my head a bit.
久しぶりだからな
I haven't had one of these in a while. It is interesting, I really do wonder, because I'm completely convinced that was a detective. I wonder why he's being investigated. But then again, I mean, look at people like Tsubasa. Some of the worst criminals, what they do is they deceive the police based on genuine legal evidence that they have. Maybe it's the case that he can't defeat him physically, so he's going to try and use the law to defeat him. I mean, I think, judging by the fact that it's my own invention was possible to happen, let's just say the cops definitely stopped investigating him. I opened the top on a cup of ramen. Yeah, fair. A lot of crap happened, so it took longer than I expected to get home. By the way, can I just mention, why is Tomosane still here? That's very, very unusual. And Yuki as well, we've not seen her whatsoever. Funny that she was saying about disappearing. I mean, if you ask me, things like these, they're really, really good proof that it is beginning to happen slowly. A lot of crap happened, so it took longer than I expected to get home. The sun was already setting. It wasn't dinner time yet, but I made myself some ramen anyway. Yeah, fuck it, it wasn't dinner time, and yet I had some. If anything, I had a shop-bought poke bowl for dinner. Sun was already setting, yeah. It was salty. Well, the taste doesn't really matter.
No. どうした?
Oh, it's boiling. Came back into the kitchen and poured the kettle of boiling water into my ramen. I looked at the clock. By the way, can I just say this color correction? No, color modification here is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I looked at the clock. It was already after 5. Hasaki still wouldn't be home for a while. Yeah, she said she would be working at Hakushu late tonight. Her job there usually ends at around 10 o'clock. Yeah, sort of same for me when I have a quiet shift. God, if I include the time she'll spend walking home, it'll be more than 5 hours until she gets home. Oh no. Oh no, is he actually going to do it? A little giggle found its way out of my mouth. Okay, but Yuki hasn't been here for a while. I don't care about the fact that she's disappearing a lot and more and weird things are happening to her. She could discover you. I hope that when he is in, if he does it when he is right near getting the erection, I so hope that Yuki just totally creeps up on him and, well, gives him the surprise of his life, let's just say that. And then we'll be in this house for quite a while. I'm alone in this house. It's been a while. Maybe I can do that again. Hasaki won't be home for 5 hours. I can. Oh shit, what's going on? No fucking way. Don't tell me we're gonna watch this guy do that. Please no. Okay, I mean, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was funny. Please don't tell me we're actually going to see this. Oh no. 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 Please no. A cold can of tea though. I just want to see, what do Japanese tea cans look like? Okay, right, something like this apparently. Oh, wait, no, I've seen this before. I've got another one here. Oh, fuck, didn't mean to do that. That looks really weird. Got some more here. These look really weird. I'm really surprised at how many tea brands Japan has. Jesus Christ. Okay, they have probably got really nice iced tea then. I don't know, the iced tea here, it's absolutely awful. I'm surprised. I find it interesting that Tomosane really has a lack of care for life. He only cares about getting revenge for Takuji. But then again, I mean, he said it's his reason for living, his purpose in life. So obviously he doesn't care about anything else. Apart from being able to fulfill his purpose. But I think that's a bit ridiculous, because obviously if he's put in jail for something insane, like for example when he was chasing off all of those people that Tsubasa was trying to well, lay on him really. If he'd been done for killing that person with, or if he killed anybody with the knives he stabbed in people, which could have easily happened, can I just mention, he would have totally been, well, no, I don't know if he'd be liable for his actions because it was done out of self-defense, but then again, I mean, people could twist things. And if anything, I think after, with a lot of the times in those situations, he'd already taken these people down. He'd already done the bare minimum he needed to do for self-defense, but then because he's cruel to them, he then did that. Isn't it interesting that when Tomosane was needed the most in the true ending of It's My Own Invention, we didn't see him? I do wonder why that is. Yeah, totally. put in the CD I bought. My heart rate increased. Yes, it isn't. It really isn't. This isn't like me. Oh, that's really not what I was expecting. The video game started up. You have got to be fucking serious. Okay, I'm sorry, but who would not think from something like this and everything this has been building up to that it isn't wanking? Oh my god. And this fits as well. That's the hilarious thing. The video game started up. I can play video games. When he said CD, I thought the porn CD or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what its tastes are. When I'm alone, I can play games without worrying. What are you playing? I hope he plays Toho. I haven't heard this sound in a long time. Oh god, I'm not an egghead like Yuki, who always comes home and immediately sits down to a book. He does read in school to pass the time though, we have seen that. I only read books to kill time when I have nothing else to do. I see, but he still reads, which is good. yeah, seriously, games are way better than books. If I could, I'd like to play handheld games when I'm at school. Fair. I mean, dude, I have my laptop. I play Toho at school. I'm not even going to deny it. Ha! I've actually tried bringing handheld games to school before. But whenever I want to play them. So, charge it up, maybe. The batteries were dead. Maybe. Or maybe you just forgot to charge them. Ever considered that? That's probably... No, that's definitely because Mamiya found the games and played them until the battery died. I wonder which games he plays though. I did it dozens of times too, but I never got to play any of the games. God damn it. Oh, he actually charges it. Oh, that's awful. Okay. No. What if he forgot to turn the plug on? I mean, I'm sorry, but somebody as intelligent as Yuki, I don't think that would happen, but maybe there's a possibility, I don't know. That bastard. Every time I charge it up so that I can play games, he always plays them for hours on end before I even get a chance to try. Oh, God. Yeah, I can see that. At this point, I'm pretty sure he's doing that on purpose to bug me. But then again, I mean, Takuji plays Eroge, so I do wonder if there are some on that handheld. But then again, I don't really understand why Yuki wouldn't have deleted them. I don't know, what does he do on that handheld? Maybe he likes the same games as Tomosane. Or maybe he likes different games, which I wouldn't be surprised about. At this point, I'm pretty sure he's doing that on purpose to bug me. Oh my god. Whenever I finish charging the handheld and excitedly put it into my bag, my consciousness blacks. That's really weird. Genuinely. I bet you anything that's going to happen before he plays this game here. And then before I knew it, before I know it, the batteries are dead. I love that. Every time I feel that. Every time I feel that desperation, it makes me want to kill that bastard. Ah yes, my favourite reason for killing somebody. Oh, they stole my handhelds even though I had charged it the day before. Oh, I must be destined to hate every single thing about Mamiya Takuji. Yeah. Reasonable. For the record, Mamiya Takuji actually owns a lot of games, but most of them aren't the kind of stuff I play. Oh, like what? Galge. Okay, I've not heard of that before. What, is that just games with girls in? Wait, is this Bishoujo games? Oh, right, okay. Yaru game. Yeah. Okay, then, so it's just dating simulator games. Yeah, romancing heroines are part of the gameplay or story. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah. These are the Masoko Gauge, which I'm not really interested in. Though I guess he does have a few games that I do like. Just don't really feel... What, because they are associated with him? Just don't really feel like... Or he just genuinely doesn't feel like playing any of them. I mean, why would I? Doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Based, can't lie, but okay. Yeah, I said nothing. He always pirates his games online instead of buying them. Is this because he actually hates piracy, or is it just because of the fact that he hates Takuji? I can't tell. I can't stand that. It bothers me so much that, that I want to kill him for it. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, seriously. Not that I'm someone who should be giving a lecture on morals. I just instinctively hate him. Yeah, fair enough. But it does make sense if you think about how Takuji's personality has been formed. Isn't it interesting, by the way, can I just say that Yuki, what Tomosane was going to do is he was going to play the video game and now he has been totally sidetracked. If anything, it does remind me a little bit of how ridiculously sidetracked Takuji could get. There's just a little bit of that in there. It's just a little indication that these people are similar. Apparently, I find every single thing he does irritating. He's such a pain in the arse. It seems like Yuki doesn't hate Mamiya, but I really don't understand why. I think it's because she sees the worst in... Well, she sees what has made Takuji like that. So does Tomosane. He knows, but at the same time he hates him for running away from reality. But at the same time, Yuki, which I think is reasonable, feels sorry for him. I don't think what Tomosane feels is reasonable at all. But then again, I mean, it is reasonable. It's partly reasonable just considering how Tomosane has become someone who is existing. It seems like Yuki doesn't hate Mamiya, but I don't really understand why. Someone like him might as well just die. It's so cruel. It really is cruel. Like, what is the thing that he hates more than him, though? There aren't very many things in this world I hate as much as him. There's not a single thing good about him. Either way, I can't play games at school. I can't play games in the house either. Oh, yeah, fair. Especially not console games that use the TV. Yep, fair enough. Hasaki will be at Hakushukyo tonight, all night. She said her shift would last until late tonight. Which means I can play games today without worrying about anything. That's really all there's no way that's the only reason. If Hasaki ever sees me in the living room, she always shows interest in what I'm doing. Oh my god, that's really the reason. She always got... But to be fair, that's good. You don't want gaming addictions taking over everything. Good. I think it's good that he doesn't get an opportunity to play it much. She always comes and bothers me. Which is why I can't play games when she's around. Yeah. Oh my god, I wonder what he's going to play. It's probably some shitty FPS game or something. Whatever, let's have some fun tonight. It sure has been a while. Life ruined. Why? Oh, he was just so focused. Oh god, she's worried. Oh, this is the worst. Tomosane is the most excited to get into video games, but then, oh god, real life hits. Yeah, I've felt like that as well. Oh, Tomoni-san, there you are. Thought you weren't around because you didn't respond. I love that. Why? Why is she home so early? Yeah, I agree. It's a bit scary. She did though, yeah. Didn't she say she was working late? Oh my god, if he was wanking, that'll be a bit concerning. I can't believe she came home the second I finally turned the game on.
Game?
Is that a game?
Oh.
Yeah.
珍しいね。
That's rare. It wouldn't be if you were not there.
Hasaki, 白州のバイト遅いんじゃなかったのか?
Hasaki, weren't you supposed to be working late?
なんかね、なんか特殊な仕事だったんで時間計れなかったんだってさ。思いのほか早く終わっちゃった。
Oh, well, it was a special job, so it didn't take long. We finished up sooner than I expected. A special job? Not like it matters to me, I guess. Then again, I mean, you could ask just to make conversation, but... And I would want to learn myself, but I am not Tomosane. That's a good thing, but yeah. We don't have the same ethics. Well, not ethics, but conversational ethics, I suppose. Not like it matters to me, I guess.
それより、なんでそんなもの食べてるの?
Oh gosh, he must feel so offended because she probably cooks for Takuji every single night he's there. And now this is what he's eating when she's not there. And why are you eating that? Oh god. Hasaki grumpily sat behind me.
お弁当は?
She looks pissed off. Already eaten, that's the thing. What about the lunch I packed?
ああ、ちゃんと食べた。
Yeah.
それでも小腹が空いたからな。
Oh, I ate it, but I was still hungry afterward.
急いで帰ってきて、せっかく料理の材料買ってきたのに。
What? But I bought ingredients and hurried home just so I could make you dinner. To be fair, I think it's so funny that both of these people are really, really psyched up to do something that... just to do something that... I mean, obviously, with Tomosane, something that he wouldn't normally do, but Hasaki is... With Hasaki, it's... I don't know, just something really, really sweet that she would have wanted to do for Tomosane, but no. But I bought ingredients and hurried home just so that I could make you dinner.
それはお前が夕食まで帰れないと。
You told me you wouldn't be home until later. Yeah, I'm surprised.
帰れないかもと言いました。帰れないとは言ってません。いくらなんでもこの時間にカップラーメンとか早すぎない?
She sounds so pissed off, my god. I said I might not be home until later. I never said I definitely wouldn't. Yeah, she has a good point. Isn't it awfully early to be eating cup ramen? Oh, he's
それ
hungry.
は小腹が空いたから。
Just got hungry as all.
そう。
Really? Oh, what a pain. Oh, I started talking less and focused on the game instead of Hasaki.
それでどんなゲームしてるの?
Oh my god. To be fair, I can totally relate to this. I mean, my god. Just, I don't know, load up. I don't know. Let's do what I'm playing at the moment. Or at least... The thing is, I can only play games in weekends. I don't have the time to play it in the week. Just load up Toho 13. Oh my god. Just getting interviewed while trying to play. That would be hell. What kind of game is it? Oh, that's nice that she's happy and it's as if she's lighting up. But I think that just really shows that even though Tomosane is just a little bit annoyed about the fact that Hasaki is there, he's still showing a bit more respect in the conversation. But then again, I mean, if Hasaki said Tomo-ni-san, then everything would go to shambles, so yeah. Oh, wait, never mind, that's interesting. But he's sidetracked? She is lucky that he is sidetracked. How long is she planning on sticking around? The conversation is over. Shouldn't she go back to her room or something? No, you should maybe stop doing what you hate Takuji for so much, i.e. running away from everything. I suppose I could stop. Yeah, do! No, then she would probably just... Okay, yeah, that is actually a good point. Then she would probably just complain. Damn it, I always make sure not to play video games around her because I don't want to get involved with her. Why is she going out of her way here to sit with me? Because she wants to learn and understand her brother more. You're being ridiculous. What should I do now? Nah, yeah, don't. I'm sure Hasaki will be pissed if I tell her to get out. yeah, fucking hell, I see that. Yeah, with Tomoni-san. Hasaki never listens to any direct orders I give her. If anything, giving her orders has the opposite effect. What would Yuki do in a situation like this? Invite her to play, I think. If it is a multiplayer game, that is. Oh my fucking god, I know these characters too well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yuki will probably just ask Hasaki to play with her. Dude, I predicted the future. I hate it when I do this in VNs. I actually hate it. The other one. Oh god. The next person to come to mind was the person I hated most. Mamiya Takuji. No, actually, I don't really think that's true. He doesn't have anyone to piss off. Apart from Hasaki. Okay, yeah, actually. And obviously Tomosane and also Yuki. Yeah, I can kind of see that. He always does things to piss people off, even if he doesn't intend to. Like, for example, using the handheld that Tomo-Nisan charged. I mean, what a bastard. He always does things to piss people off, even if he doesn't intend to. He would do something that Hasaki didn't like, or maybe he would just leave the room. Yeah, he would completely deny the fact that she's there. In this situation, does that mean that I should learn from Mamiya Takuji's example? That's it. The strongest gust of wind will fall to take off a person's coat. Oh yeah, I like the north wind and sun strategy there. Oh my god, yeah, but the warmth of the sunny day will accomplish it easily. Yeah, fair enough. It's just one is quicker, one is more long term, yet more powerful. Oh wait, no, I can. How the fuck, dude? I completely missed the word fail. My eyes, man, I hate them. I want new eyes. I want a refund. That's it, the strongest gust of wind will fail to take off a person's coat, especially if it's zipped up. But the warmth of a sunny day will accomplish it easily. In other words, I have to make her want to leave the room. Yeah, totally, because she won't obey any orders. So I should say something to gross her out. Say, I'm playing an eroge. That could work. God, this is horrible. What would make Hasaki upset? Yeah. I thought he was going to... Yeah, learning from Mamiya Takuji. Holy shit. Well, most women don't like it when you talk about sexual stuff. Some kind of sexual harassment involving the game, perhaps. What the fuck? Which leaves me with only one answer.
Tomo-ni-san, 無視ですか? 何のゲームやってるんですか?
Tomo-ni-san, are you ignoring me? What game are you playing?
No, eroge da.
This is an eroge.
Eroge?
To be fair, at least it's... Dude, eroge, that's not even bad. Nuki-ge, that's where it's bad. Nuki-ge. Not eroges. I don't think they're bad compared to nukiges. At least it's not eroguro. I don't think eroge is the worst genre by any means. This is so sad. An eroge. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh Jesus, it's probably what's being shown on the screen. Her expression though, that's so funny. What are you so surprised for? This is an eroge. Oh god. What do you mean an eroge?
そうだよ。お前が想像した通りのものだ。
That's right, it's exactly what you're thinking. Why do you want to know? The eroge you're playing, what's it about?
忍者になって妹を一日中監視するという妄想に取りつかれた患者と同じ病室になった精神疾患の女スパイがそいつに侵された合間に見た夢。さてそれはどんな夢でしょうというゲームだ。
There's a mental patient who's deluded himself into believing he's a ninja keeping watch over his little sister. What the fuck? I can just feel my sanity going. I just made it up on the spot, so it probably sounded like not. Yeah, it did! But it doesn't really matter what it's about.
そうなんだ。ストーリーとか複雑でよくわからないけど。
Why do you think that sounds interesting? Of course, it just had the entirely opposite effect. Hasaki, what are you on? Oh, really? Wow, that's way too complicated for me. It sounds interesting, though. What's this scene about? I thought she would leave right away, but oddly enough, she stayed put. Yeah, isn't it funny that? Yeah, what's her deal? Are kids these days just used to the oversaturation of sex in the media? Yes. I won't even say anything more. Yes. I thought Hasaki would be too embarrassed to talk about this kind of stuff. How annoying. Well, I'll just make something up.
女スパイが飼っている鳥、レッドバロンがレシプロ戦闘機で敵の基地に爆弾を落とすというシーンだ。
Right. The Sky Girl's pet bird, Red Baron, is about to drop a bomb on the enemy's secret base. What, so you have to do you know what to her so that... I don't know.
そうなんだ。これがエロゲーってやつなんだ。
Oh wow, so that's what eroge are like. Right. I just ignored Hasaki and focused on the action. Side-scrolling shoot. Oh. Dude, just say vertical shooters, then I can make a Danmaku reference, please. Side-scrolling shooters usually have enemies scroll from right to left, but this one's different because they go from left to right. Also, it's not an eroge. That should be really obvious.
なんか絵とか可愛いのにね。
Oh, I see. The art is really cute. Oh, it's a game about birds flying planes. Of course it has good art. Hang on a second. So you're saying that this is the game that Tomosane plays? I would have thought he would have just played the Japanese equivalent of something like Call of Duty or something. This is never something I would have expected from him. But then again, I mean, he does read, so... What I'm just trying to say is I don't really know... I mean, he reads to kill time, but he still does read, so... Maybe he's at heart, I mean, even though he's very, very violent, maybe when he just wants to have some downtime, he's not as bad. Maybe, well, it's a game about birds flying planes. Of course it has cute art. That's just something so innocent. I would have never expected him to play it. Ha! I just told her it was an eroge to make her go away. Why is she still here? Oh, let me guess, she plays them as well. It's probably going to go that way, isn't it? Tomo-ni-san, I didn't know you played games like this.
Ah, そうだ。
Yeah, I do.
忍者になって
Yeah, I think so.
シーンは終わったのかな。
So did I miss the scene about the guy who thinks he's a ninja spying on his little sister?
あ
Huh?
いや、今の画面からじゃ想像もできないから少し聞いてみただけ。
Oh, I just can't imagine that happening based on what's on screen. So I thought I'd ask. He is playing a shoot 'em up. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, Tomosane, I can't believe you. Let's fucking go. I've found a shoot 'em up, brother. So, a bird on a plane. I can't say I've heard of that one. But still, this guy has... My respect for him has gone from, well, not much to loads. Of course, you can't imagine it. I was lying when I said this shmup was an eroge.
想像できないか。
You can't imagine it, huh? Yeah, I can't really imagine it either. While I see this, I can imagine Toho being made into an eroge. Totally. An eroge, huh? I haven't ever played one, so I wouldn't know. I just said that part about his little sister to mess with Hasaki, but a little sister? Yeah. Why would I say that? Even pervs wouldn't get turned on by their own sister. I mean, come on, it's your sister. Yeah, well, unfortunately his worldview is a bit innocent. Oh no. Oh no. But wait, I do remember that Mamiya Takeshi had a couple games of Sister in the title. These games don't exist for copyright reasons, right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. A game about locking up your sister. I think that was called Sis Can. Another was called Sis Sky. There were a lot of them. Does that mean there's a demand for games like that? Oh god, which means there really are pervs who get turned on by you know what. Yeah, he's got a point. What a sad world we live in. Now he's going to actually have to explain himself. Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. Not like I care, but why is she still here? No, we want to get some shoot 'em up action. I mean, a bird in a plane. I just wonder which shoot 'em up he's playing. To be fair, I don't actually know of many shoot 'em ups. Raiden Toho, Truxton, Battle Garaga, Dodonpachi Daiojo. What else? Arkea Mushihime-sama. Do I know of any other ones? Keitsu or Ketsu? No. It's a Japanese name. It's Ketsu or something like that. I can't remember. Ketsuri? No, I've got no idea. Don't know if there are any other shoot 'em up games I know of. Not like I care, but why is she still here? Do you play games like this one a lot? Why would I play a lot of it? Okay. I wanted to snap back at her, but... To be fair, if you consider every single personality of Mamiya Takuji, sure, that could be true. Why Eroge and not Nukige, though? I'm surprised. Yeah, I hide them from you, but I play Eroge every day. I just said something incredibly shameful. Don't worry about it. This is just to put some space between me and Hasaki. I need to keep a certain... You do realise this is going to have the opposite effect. I'm going to disappear eventually. That is fair. But then again, you're basing a lot on the assumption that you are going to disappear. What if you don't? So I have to be... That's interesting. So I have to be hated. I have to be loathed by everyone I meet. Even Hasaki has to hate me. If Yuki is getting cut off from the world, then that means it won't be long before I disappear. God, such a brutal statement. And isn't it interesting that Yuki, he is doing this out of the goodness of his own heart, but the only thing is it's totally wrong. It's just so sad that something like this has to be thought, and as a result of that he can't develop his relationship with Hasaki. Hasaki has to forget me and live on in a world without me. Yeah, that's interesting. She doesn't need any good memories of me to do that. Yuki Tomosane has to be a terrible person so that she doesn't grieve me when I'm gone. God, yeah, that's really awful. Every day? Yeah, every day. I like to play mind break games. Mind break? Yeah, I don't know what that is either. She was completely oblivious. Hasaki probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. She probably just thinks like it's like mind control or something.
妹を調教するゲームだよ。
I like games where you can train your right.
調教
Train? She was still oblivious. That's right, people in normal society use the word train when they're talking about animals or sports.
妹にゲート貸し込むって意味？
You mean like teaching her how to do something? I guess you could say that. No, that's not it.
いや、違う。何度も言う。これはエロゲだ。
Yeah, training for sex. Oh, this makes me want to die. Oh god, relatable. I play Subarashiki Hibi nearly every day, so I can't deny I'm the same. The sanatorium as well. This just sounds like something you'd see in Euphoria. I don't know what a mind break is. Let's see what a definition is. Oh Jesus Christ, I hate that they've actually tried to make this retain some sort of... Oh, oh god. Right. Okay then. So Mind Break is basically what happened to Zakuro in Looking Glass Insects. Dramatic loss after of rational thought after excessive sexual abuse. Right, okay, this is sick. Yeah. God. Oh god, I get this more. Eroge.
ゲって何？
I always thought it was short for game. Wait, what does the get mean?
ゲームの略だよ。
Yeah, short for game. Erotic game.
ああ、そうか。そういうことだよね。
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What do you think the ge? What, like, ke? As in hair? What? When people say kami no ke? What do you think the ge stood for before? Ahoge!
あ、いや、言われてみればそうなんだけど、その妹さんってどんなことされるの？
Oh, I should have been able to figure that out. So what do you do to your little sister in that game? Hasaki was definitely wavering. Yeah, she's scared. Dude, stop! This is my chance. I just have to keep saying things that will creep her out. This is where Yuki really needs to intervene. I'd like to, but this is kind of hard. Oh, so... Right. I don't really know much about eroge either. I guess there's sex since it has ero in the abbreviation. But I don't really know what that has to do with training. Dude, just combine them. Training to have sex. If it's a mind break game. And then you could tie that in as well. Tomoni-san.
エロなんだからエロだ。
It's ero, so they do erotic stuff.
それってエッチなこととかするゲームなの？
You mean they have sex?
そうだ、変態なことをする。
That's right, they do all sorts of perverted. Oh god. I so hope there is a moment where it's just Yuki and Hasaki and she says everything that has happened in this conversation perverted.
そうだ、変態だ。だいたいエッチは変態の頭文字じゃないか。
Yeah, perverted. Perverted means sex in this case.
そうなの？
Really? Good job, Hasaki. Wait, why is Hasaki leading the conversation? What? Hasaki's downturned face was... Yeah, seriously, I can tell. I love that he's basically dug his own grave, so much so that he is doing what he wanted Hasaki to do, i.e. feeling more tempted to leave. Okay, she's embarrassed, but why isn't she leaving? I can't stand this awkwardness for much longer.
そろそろエロシーンだ。
Dude, it's a shoot 'em up. What the fuck do you mean? The sex scene is coming up. Oh
そ
no.
ろそろエロシーンなので席を外せ。
The sex scene is coming up, so go away.
それって
You mean...
皆まで言うな。
I hope I need to explain that too.
っていうか、そんなの自分の部屋でやってください。
To be fair, she does have a good point. I love that giant anger symbol.
俺の部屋にゲーム機はないだろうが。
There's no console in my room.
そうだけど。
Dude, Yuki's gonna break the TV. He really seems like a rager. And fucking hell, he's playing a shoot 'em up. Okay,
て
but
なことで出ていけ。
so get out. Okay, to be fair, it depends on what difficulty he's playing on. If he's playing on easy or normal, sure. If he's playing on lunatic though, oh god. Poor TV.
なんだ。
What?
これからエッチなシーンなんだよね。
You said there was a sex scene soon, right?
ああそうだ
Yeah, that's right.
できたらそのシーン見たいかな。
Dude, this person's... This is really weird. If you don't mind, I might want to watch it.
うん
Right.
あ
What? She's...
いや、そういうゲームって見たことないし、トモ兄さんが好きだったら私も見てみたい。
well, I've never seen a game like that before. If you like those games, then I want to see it too. Right, okay. Yeah, she wants to see some NSFW.
そのね、変な意味じゃないんだよ。トモ兄さんって自分のこと全然話さないから、どんな趣味があるんだろうっていつも思ってて。
I just can't believe that you have the most off-putting description and she's genuinely sexually interested. Not in a weird way. You don't really talk about... Oh god! You don't really talk about yourself, so I was always wondering what you were interested in. Nah.
少しは私だってトモ兄さんのこと理解したいって思っててね。それでこんな風に一生懸命何かをやるトモ兄さんを見たの初めてだから。
I love that this is just... She's using all of what she would normally think to have an excuse. So I wish I could understand you better, Tomoni-san. And this is the first time I've seen you so focused on something. What's happening? It's going the opposite. It's not going like I expected it to. If everything... I love that. If everything had gone as planned, by now Hasaki would have yelled, "Tomosane-san, you perv, I hate you." Or maybe she would have looked shocked and said, I'll leave you to your games. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, why is she acting like this?
トモ兄さん、なんで黙ってるのかな。その
Tomoni-san, why aren't you saying anything? I turned around and looked at Hasaki. What? Why is she blushing? And why are there also tears in her eyes? Yeah, that's weird. If she hates it that much, she should just leave.
あのな Hasaki
You know Hasaki? Yes?
何を勘違いしている
Doesn't it feel like you're missing something here?
何が？私間違ってた？
What? I'm missing something? yeah, of course you are. What on earth do you think I've been talking about? Yeah. I think you should just tell the truth. Everything's getting complicated now.
ただエロシーンだから席を外せと言ってるんじゃないことを起こすから外せと言っているんだ
I told you to leave now because there's a sex scene coming up. There's something very important I have to do.
こと？
Oh my god, she's not buying it. Damn it, she's totally oblivious.
でも大丈夫だよ。何があっても。
Right. That's okay, no matter what happens. Yeah. No matter what. What's her problem? She's trying to act casual even while her cheeks are burning red. So is she crying because it genuinely reminds her if maybe she feels pain about this interaction, or maybe just because of the fact that this is the first time that she's been able to see the true focusing off one of the sides of her brother, or maybe it's just because of her embarrassment. Maybe the tears are tears of sweat rather than actual tears. I don't... No, I think they are actual tears, actually. Let's just fully check. Yeah, in her eyes, yeah. I'm surprised.
Anona Hasaki.
He's trying so fucking hard. Hey, Hasaki.
だいたいリビングなんだから、私がここにいるのは私の勝手だもん。
This is the living room, so I can be here if I want.
ガキにそんなシーン見せられるか?
Right, yeah, you can't. True, but the only thing is there is no sex scene. I can't show a little kid something like that. Oh, wait, no, he was talking about Master. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
私はガキじゃない。もう大人だもん。
I'm not a little kid, I'm an adult.
何を基準にそんなことを言ってるんだか。
Definition of adult are you using?
基準とか関係ない。トモ兄さんはいつまでも私を子供扱いするから嫌。
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Who cares about the definition? I hate how you always treat me like a kid.
嫌ならいなくなればいいだろう。
Hasaki really does look like a kid, but she's in reality the same age as nearly everybody else, I think. Maybe a year or two younger. Not that much younger whatsoever. Well, then again, I mean, she did say she was an adult, so I'd assume she's 17. Maybe she's the same age as everybody. If you don't like it, then go away. There's no reason for you to stay here.
別にそれは私の勝手。そんなこと指図されたくない。
She's
とりあえず
impossible.
そのまま続けてればいいじゃない。別に私は気にしないから。
It's for me to decide. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, just keep going. I don't mind, really. Yeah, fair. Now she's being stubborn. I guess I can't keep up the act any longer. Yeah, totally. Seems like she's going to say no matter what. She's going to stay no matter what.
でもエッチなゲームって
To be fair, she does have a point. But I'm surprised there are games with sex scenes on consoles.
ない。
There aren't. Oh my god, he's actually revealing the truth.
これはテレビだ。そしてこれはコンシューマーゲーム機だ。エロゲがあるのは PC ゲームだ。
Are there no eroges that you can get on consoles? This is a television and I'm playing on a game console. Eroge are only on the PC.
エロゲなんて販売されているわけがなかろう。
There's no way they could sell eroge for a console. What?
お前がうざいからただセクハラ発言をしただけだ。
Oh my god, at least he's being truthful, I suppose. I just said all that stuff about porn because you were annoying me. Oh god, she looks totally dejected.
そんなこと言う。
There you go again.
わかった。トモ兄さんはそんなに私といるのが嫌なんだね。
Fine, I guess you really hate being around me, huh?
わりかし。
Pretty much.
トモ兄さんのバカー。
Yeah. She does have a good point. God, she really is mad. I don't blame her. Hasaki pulled her hand back as far as she could. And then brought it down instantly. How did she?
てめえ、何リセットボタンを。
Yeah, turn the fucking game off. Prioritize your social life. Damn it, why did you hit the power button? Jerk.
うわー、シューティングはセーブとかねえんだぞ。
It depends which stage was he on. What the hell, I can't save in a shmup, you know. Yep. I can totally see what he means. I expected her to slap me or something. I never thought she would hit the power button. What a bummer. July the 5th. Interesting. Oh, so we're in Hakushukyo. Okay. Yeah, I think I might go to bed. This is a good place to leave it. Well, that was quite something. Yeah, I feel really bad for Hasaki, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, I get that obviously the scene was meant to be really funny, but at the same time, I mean, man, come on, he's being a dick. He's being nothing short of a dick. I mean, obviously, you don't want to interact with Hasaki and you just want to play with Shmup, which I don't blame you, dude. I feel like that every single fucking weekend. When I play, I literally destroy my sleep to play shoot 'em up. I get like maybe 4 hours of sleep a day in the weekend just because of how much I love Toho. I really just said that out loud. Okay, but I do! But still, you don't fucking destroy your social life because of it. And you don't make people feel horrible because you want to play said shoot 'em up. I mean, come on, man. It was just so awful. Seeing, I mean, okay, I do find it funny to think about the fact that Hasaki was genuinely interested in the scene, which, yeah, that's just a bit... I mean, okay, you could be genuinely interested, but I don't think you should communicate that fact. I do really wonder what's going to happen when Yuki is told about this as well. But then again, I mean, her memories are decreasing, so I suppose Tomosane can take advantage of that. I just find it so funny how innocent Hasaki is as well. It just made this so much harder, all of these jokes, but... yeah, it was just horrible seeing that at the end. It was really interesting seeing Takuji potentially getting investigated by the police and the detective as well. That was odd. And also his actions and his very, very merciless approaches towards Shiroyama's lot. And, yeah, I suppose, firstly... wait, hang on just a sec. And, yeah. Well, so, my point for today, what have we learnt about Takuji? The fact that he plays loads of eroge with sisters involved. Oh my god. I hope we can get... to be fair, for fan service, I did enjoy that, but yeah. I just love that he plays shoot 'em ups. I wonder which shoot 'em up he plays. I just wonder how far he was in the shoot 'em up though. But to be fair, I'm sorry, but if you're thinking about ways to deceive Hasaki as many ways as possible, you can't be playing on a very hard difficulty. I mean, come on, in hard mode, for example, which is what I play at the moment, like, you have to think about the stage and the boss every single second, and you have to strategize. Is this a good place to use a bomb, trance, gorge meter, spirit attack card, anything? you can't not focus on the shoot 'em up. You have to focus on it. He's definitely playing on easy or normal mode, 100%. I don't know. Anyway, that was a bit degenerative, but it was fun. So, yeah, see you guys later. I want to learn more about this detective and also where this image that we see of Tomosane and Yuki comes from. I'm really interested in that. See you guys.